Welcome back, travellers. Today we're diving into a topic that's as fascinating as it is jaw-dropping. We're about to uncover the hidden side of paradise, the truth behind those picture-perfect postcards. We're exploring places people move to with big dreams, only to discover they've walked straight into a nightmare. From surprising pitfalls to shocking realities, these stories might make you rethink your next move. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more travel insights. Switzerland. Just the name conjures up images of snow-capped Alps, pristine lakes and luxurious chocolate. It's the land of Roger Federer and high-end watches. Who wouldn't want a piece of that? But here's the catch, folks. Switzerland is expensive, and I'm not talking about your average treat-yourself kind of expensive. We're talking about the kind of expensive that makes you question every financial decision you've ever made. Think about it. A basic meal at a restaurant can easily set you back $30, and that's before you even think about drinks. Groceries? Forget about it. A gallon of milk? Prepare to shell out almost $10. Rent? Let's just say you better be making bank, because a tiny studio apartment in a decent location could cost you more than a luxurious two-bedroom in many other countries. And it's not just the big-ticket items that'll drain your bank account. Even everyday expenses like transportation and entertainment can add up faster than you can say Swiss franc. A simple train ticket can cost you an arm and a leg, and don't even get me started on the price of movie tickets or a night out with friends. Now I know what you're thinking. Graham, it's Switzerland. It's beautiful, safe and efficient. Surely it's worth the price tag. And you know what? You're not entirely wrong. Switzerland does have a lot to offer, but you need to go in with your eyes wide open. Make sure you have a rock-solid financial plan and a job that pays enough to cover those astronomical expenses. Otherwise, your Swiss dream could quickly turn into a financial nightmare. Japan. The land of the rising sun, anime and sushi that melts in your mouth. It's a country that's captured the imaginations of people worldwide, and for good reason. Japan is a fascinating blend of ancient traditions and futuristic technology. But before you pack your bags and book a one-way ticket to Tokyo, let's talk about something many expats wished they knew before moving: the culture shock. Japan is, well, very Japanese, and that's not a bad thing. But it's different, sometimes drastically different from what many Westerners are used to. The language barrier is a big one. While many people in tourist areas speak some English, venturing beyond those well-trodden paths can feel like entering a whole new world, one where you don't speak the language. And it's not just the language. Japanese social customs and etiquette are incredibly nuanced and can be tricky to navigate, even for the most culturally sensitive traveler. From bowing at the correct angle to knowing when and how to use chopsticks properly, there's a lot to learn. And trust me, making a cultural faux pas, even unintentionally, can be embarrassing. Then there's the work culture. Japan is notorious for its long work hours and intense work ethic. While this dedication is admirable, it can be a shock to the system for those used to a more laid-back approach to work-life balance. Look, Japan is an incredible country with so much to offer, but it's not for the faint of heart. Moving to Japan requires a serious commitment to adapting to a new culture, learning the language and embracing a different way of life. If you're not prepared to put in the effort, your Japanese adventure might end up feeling more like a cultural collision. Chapter 3: Venezuela, paradise turned crisis zone. Venezuela. Once a beacon of prosperity in South America, known for its stunning natural beauty, vibrant culture and warm hospitality. But today, Venezuela tells a different story, a cautionary tale of political instability, economic turmoil, and a humanitarian crisis that's touched the lives of millions. For years, Venezuela has been plagued by hyperinflation, making its currency practically worthless. Imagine your life savings and your hard-earned money becoming as valuable as monopoly money. That's the harsh reality for many Venezuelans. Basic necessities like food, medicine, and even toilet paper have become scarce and exorbitantly expensive. But it's not just the economic woes that make Venezuela a challenging place to live. Safety is a major concern. Crime rates are soaring, and kidnappings, robberies, and violence are tragically common. The political climate is volatile, with protests and unrest erupting frequently. Healthcare, once a source of pride for Venezuela, has been severely impacted by the crisis. Hospitals often lack basic supplies and medications, and finding qualified doctors can be a challenge. Look, it breaks my heart to paint such a bleak picture of Venezuela. This is a country with so much potential, so much beauty, and a people known for their resilience and warmth. But the reality is, Venezuela is facing an uphill battle. It's a place where even the most basic aspects of life can be a struggle. Unless you have a very compelling reason and a high tolerance for risk, relocating to Venezuela right now is probably not the best idea. Chapter 4. Greece, the myth of easy living. Greece, the birthplace of democracy, philosophy, and some of the most delicious food on the planet. Picturesque islands, ancient ruins, and crystal-clear waters draw millions of tourists every year. But what about living there? Is it all sunshine, ouzo, and carefree days on the beach? Well, not exactly. Greece has been grappling with economic hardship for years. The unemployment rate, especially among young people, is alarmingly high, making finding a decent job a real challenge. Even if you do find work, wages are often low compared to other European countries. The cost of living in Greece might not be as astronomical as in Switzerland, but it's no walk in the park either. Taxes are high and the bureaucracy can be a nightmare to navigate. And let's not forget about the infamous Greek debt crisis, which has cast a long shadow over the country's economy. Now, I'm not saying that living in Greece is impossible or that it's all doom and gloom. Greece is a beautiful country with a rich history, vibrant culture, and incredibly friendly people. But it's important to be realistic about the challenges. If you're considering moving to Greece, be prepared to hustle for work, navigate a complex bureaucracy, and potentially make some lifestyle adjustments. Don't expect it to be a Mediterranean fairy tale. It's a country facing real struggles, and you need to be ready to adapt. Chapter 5. Saudi Arabia, under the desert sun. Saudi Arabia, a land of vast deserts, oil wealth, and ancient traditions. It's a country that often evokes images of opulence and mystery. But beneath the surface lies a complex reality that's crucial to understand before packing your bags and moving to the Arabian Peninsula. First and foremost, Saudi Arabia has a strict Islamic legal system that governs all aspects of life. From dress code to social customs, religious observance is paramount. Women especially face significant restrictions on their freedom and autonomy. Be prepared for a conservative social environment that might feel restrictive compared to many Western countries. Then there's the climate. Saudi Arabia is hot. And I'm not talking about your average summer day hot. We're talking about scorching desert heat that can reach well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, even in the shade. This extreme heat can be brutal, especially for those not accustomed to such temperatures. Outdoor activities become limited, and staying hydrated becomes a full-time job. While Saudi Arabia is known for its oil wealth, it's important to remember that this wealth hasn't necessarily translated into a high standard of living for everyone. Income inequality is a significant issue, and many Saudis struggle to make ends meet. Look, Saudi Arabia is a country of contrasts. It's a place where ancient traditions meet modern skyscrapers, where immense wealth coexists with poverty. It's a country that's rapidly changing, but still deeply rooted in its conservative values. Moving to Saudi Arabia requires careful consideration, a willingness to adapt to a different culture, and a high tolerance for extreme heat. It's not a decision to be taken lightly. Thanks for joining us on this eye-opening journey. We've explored some of the world's most alluring destinations and uncovered the harsh realities that often lie beneath the surface. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And remember, always do thorough research before making a big move. Consider the cost of living, the cultural differences, the job market, and any potential safety concerns. Moving to a new country is an adventure, but it's crucial to go in with your eyes wide open. Subscribe for more travel tips and stories, and we'll see you in the next video.